how to read, how to chant, sing the Torah lessons.
Oh,
Wow.
The tropes like
That's a lot.
the song.
Both.
Yeah.
Good for, well, good, more power to you.
Yeah, that's for sure. Wow. That's
Well, I
great.
got the
This would be a
CD.
good week to do it because of the song at the sea.
Yeah.
Mhm. Rabbi, may I ask a question?
No. Yes, of
Okay.
course.
I know you're so- When they divide, like it's Monday, Thursday, and Shabbat that they read the Torah.
Monday, Thursday, and Shabbat.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
How do they divide? Because they don't read it from at least from what I'm gathering at the synagogue I go to on
The
Saturday.
idea was that you were never supposed to be more than 3 days away from the Torah. So
Yes.
they chose market days because they were Monday and Thursday, which Monday would be 2 days away, and Thursday would be 2 days away. So and from Monday to Thursday is only 3 days.
But how do they decide? Because they break up the reading. It's not all read
How
from
did
what
they
I
decide-
got it.
I'm
How did
sorry,
they
how did they
break up-
decide what?
How did they decide what is read on each day?
Uh,
That I don't know. Troy, can you answer that one?
Because
You're
Shabbat,
muted.
turn your thing on. Yeah.
There we go. I think on Mondays and Thursday, maybe they just read the first Aliyah.
I
And
think
then-
that's what, yeah. But,
And then they'll
it's
read
only-
the whole kit and caboodle on Shabbat.
yeah, but I found that it's not. That's why I'm asking the question.
I
Because
think
the
it
syn-
depends.
I think it depends on where
on the
you are.
foundation of the synagogue.
Okay. Okay,
And
so
maybe-
it's not set in order then.
I
I
don't
think-
know.
I think it is set that the Orthodox probably read all of it, but the more liberal denominations don't read all of it. Then they decide
I
how
see.
much they want to read. I think. I don't know.
There
Okay,
is
thank
a
you,
rule
because
that you are never supposed to read less than 3 verses per aliyah.
okay.
But that doesn't have anything to do with they only have 3 aliyot on the weekdays.
Is it 3 or 4?
3.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because they never start, they don't on Shabbat, it's a conservative synagogue. And it's usually starts with like the third. It's a 7 aliyot, but it doesn't start from the first paragraph, usually, of the Parsha.
Oh,
Interesting.
I see. What I do is I do what they call the third the triennial cycle.
Uh-huh.
Where they
Okay.
divide the parsha into 3 sections. So you're always reading something from each Torah portion, but it's the beginning or the middle or the end, depending on the year. This year is the third triennial cycle.
Ah,
So it's the
okay.
end of every parsha.
For Shabbat. Is that for
For
Shabbat?
Yes. for
Okay,
Shabbat.
thank you. That would be it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes sense
That
now.
was started that's nothing new, by the way. That was started back when in our Babylonian exile.
Ah, okay.
Hine matur manai, shevet kulanu yachad. Hine matur manai, shevet kulanu yachad. to worship. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Praised be the one to whom our praise is due. Praised be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever. Ahavat Olam, your love has embraced us always in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day, your Torah sustains us, reviving the spirit, delighting the heart, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love. Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Oops. I thought Amy was here, but I guess she's gone. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'vitecha u'v'lekteka b'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Set these words which I command you on this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. Thus you will become holy to your God. I, Adonai, am your God who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Adonai Elohechem emet. Mi chamocha. is worshipped. Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders. Oh God, you are a consolation to your creatures, for in moments of forgetting we but call to mind your care, and we are comforted. When we hope no more, a pattern in the snow reminds us of your loving kindness. Your dawns give us confidence, and sleep is a friend. You are here. We fail words to say, Ma Tov. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Baruch atah Adonai. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra kirutei, ve'amlik malchutei, b'chaye kon v'yom ekon, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעלמי המיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתהלל, שמי קודשה בריחו, לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונקמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ויאמרו Amida. Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula livnei v'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo be'ava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah, Rav le'oshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, מקרקעי הקיים וכסף, מקיים הכל ורקמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. Natalia Kayota Kol Baruch atah Adonai Mekayeh Hakol. Please take this moment to say your own private prayer from your heart silently. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ויאמרו אמן. The Torah portion this week is the Song at the Sea. We have managed to flee Egypt, and we came up to the Reed Sea, only to turn around and discover that we were being pursued by the entire Egyptian army. All second-born sons of whoever, I'm sure. So they start crying out to Moses and saying, "Why did you bring us here? We're only going to die here." And Moses cries to God, "Why did you bring us here?" And God says, "What are you crying to me for? Just step in the water." Well, Midrash tells us that a fellow named Nachshon took one step into the water, and immediately the water split. It only takes one step. There's a song too, by the way, one of Debbie Friedman's songs. It's kind of cute, about Nachshon just taking one step. So the sea splits, and it's not only, it doesn't even leave any mud. Apparently, it's all dry land, so they all dash into this tunnel, basically, that doesn't have a top, but you could put your hand into the wall, like I could put my hand into this. That's not there. And, and I suppose you could get your arm wet. And they all dashed across to the other side, only to see the Egyptian army following them right along, just followed them right into the tunnel. And then God said, "You kill my firstborn, you're gone." So we all sang this incredible song at the end. We're all dancing around on the eastern side of the Reed Sea. And all the men sing first, and all the women dance and pull out their timbrels and start dancing second. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And then they get hungry and thirsty. And they find water, but it turns out the water's bitter. So they complain again. And Moses goes and he finds a small tree and he throws the tree in the water. And all of a sudden the water is sweet. Yeah, but okay, but what do we have to eat? Manna. Reba says, I heard a different version of the story. The sea did not part until the water passed his chin. That's true too. But the one step, went up to his chin. Actually, his first step came to about here. That's where the difference is in the Micha Mochas. I think I mentioned that last week. That the first time we say Micha Mocha, and as Nachshon got a little farther into the water, it comes up to here, and Nachshon has to go Micha Mocha. So they changed the spelling by putting a little dot in the chaf. It's amazing to me the reasons that the rabbis find for things. And my ex-husband, Ezra, for years wondered why the difference in spelling, because it says the same thing. Who is like you? Who is like you? Why is it spelled differently? And he couldn't get anybody to answer him. And after he died, I heard a rabbi say, that's what happened. So Ezra, this is why. But he probably found out early before I did. Oh, and they had quails in the evening. They had manna in the morning, and they had quails in the evening. And if you got too much manna, that's why I said Sea of Reeds. The Reed Sea, not the Red Sea, the Reed Sea. That's right. It was a little farther north than, like, right straight across. What was interesting was before they got to the sea, Moses had them turn around and start back and kind of go in a kind of a wandering thing. And that was when Pharaoh said, let's get them now, because they're obviously very confused. The desert's got them confused. Let's wipe them out while we can. Of course, that didn't happen. Not quite as exciting as the movie. Well, it depends on the movie, I suppose. They had to go back to the mouth of freedom. Yeah.
I thought he wanted to recapture them.
What?
I thought Pharaoh said, unless it's a midrash, that he had said, we let them go now, we have no workers. Let's go get them again.
I don't think, did he? Troy, you answer that one.
Yeah, he did. And then he saw them going back because God told him to go back to the mouth of freedom. And that's when they caught up with the Egyptians.
Okay.
But they originally
And then-
wanted to get them back. They didn't
Yeah,
want to
that's
kill
why
them.
that's why they
Yeah.
were trying to get them back.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
That's why they were trying to catch him when they met him at the mouth of freedom.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
And there's another meaning for that, but we don't have time for it now.
Thank you, Troy. Okay. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתגבים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Ours is the duty to praise the All-Sovereign, to honor the artist of creation who made us unique in the human family with a destiny all our own. For this we bend our knees and bow with gratitude before the Sovereign Almighty, Monarch of all, the wellspring of holiness and blessing. On that day the Eternal shall be one, and God's name shall be one. The Misha Berach for the sick. My list includes Ada Bat Chania, Bat Chania, Amy Handley, my friend Charlene Chavez, who lost her husband past week. I went to their funeral and celebration of life yesterday. Nancy Trentz, friend I've had since first grade, was my maid of honor. And she's just got a bad cold, so I'm just... Janae Slater, my granddaughter, who has COVID. Robert Stein and Andrea Graboff. He has brain cancer. Shiron Ben Sarah. Rachel Bat Benjamin. Lori Bud and Liliana Franson. Moshe Lazar Ben Chana and his wife. Teva Chana Bat Perel. Ziona Swigert, Chava Bat Elsa, Albert's granddaughter Maddie, and Yosef Ben Albert, and Valerie Madison. Batya Malka Bat Perel Chaya, Menachem Ben Menashe, Roland and Judy Hansen, Shendel Bat Sharon and Chana Bat Shendel, all COVID-19 victims, and all who suffer from Guillain-Barré syndrome. And Troy is praying for Linda, your dad's girlfriend, Okay. Susan is praying for Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Sarah, Carol, Jean, Bob, Roberta, and Ray. Troy says, whatever is wrong with Linda, it's not COVID. Good. Ellen says, all who are suffering physically and emotionally, all who are homeless. Perry Betty, Ginny Batwana, my eyes are good. Ola Bat Sylvia, Marlene Bat Chaya, Tamara, Marvin, Amy, Beth, and Rabbi Nancy. And Sharon Jaffe is praying for Georgette Meyerowitz, Stanley, Shirley, Mike, Justin, Maureen, and Joe, the victims of the fire in the Bronx, Lisa, and Zachary.
Mm.
Okay, Tamara.
Okay. Batya Malka Bat Pirachaya, Moshe Laser Ben Chana, Teva Chana Bat Piro, let's see, Albert Madison and family, Betty Susie Katz's friend, Lisa Posner, Dana Glassman Milstein, Ziona Swigert, Dawn Brown, Ada Bachania, Wolfgang Hans Zucker, let's see, Jenny B, my friend Dorothy, Sandra Fraser, and that's all. That's enough.
Okay. Marvin?
Dawn Alnett, Mary Larkin, Francis Johnson.
Okay. Reba prays for those who have no one to say prayers for. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion, for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals the sick. And the mourner's Kaddish. And yes, Sharon also wanted to pray for all healthcare workers and caregivers. Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, Ellen is praying for all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. I am saying Kaddish for Joseph Chavez, Sidney Poitier, Betty White, Valentina Orellano Peralta, 830,000 COVID-19 victims in the United States, the 5.3 million who have died in the world. For all all victims of violence and racial injustice. Susan is praying for, is that Puffy or Ruffy? For Puffy, Muffin, and Sunshine.
It's actually Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yep.
Fluffy, I'm sorry, thank you. Yes,
That's all right. Fluffy Muffin, and yeah, she just passed away this afternoon. I was holding her.
Sorry, so sorry.
Yeah, she's okay.
And Sharon is saying Kaddish for Elizabeth and Harry Goldstein, Ida and Oscar Meyerowitz, and Shayna. And if you'd like to, you may unmute and join me in the mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal,
Gadal, Yitadash,
Hey,
Shamir,
Rabbi.
Rav,
Yeah.
Ma, Di, Ra, Kora'ata, Emala,
Oh, Relief Makate.
Malkuto, Perakaikon,
Amen.
Viriv Malchon, Ve'evchai,
Abba Mevarach,
Dichol, Vimru, Amen.
Bach v'yishtabach,
Yehi Shema Rav, Ma'arach Le'olam, U'la'amah, Alaneya, Yitara Vishtahlatum Shema, Ve'yeterenim Me'eshetesha, Ve'yechab,
Roy is
V'chayela, V'chalal Shemei Dividu Berachu, Le'olam Yechol, Berachata, V'shirata, Tushvatata, V'nechamata, Damiran, Me'oma, V'imru, Amen. Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru, Amen. Osei Shalom Imruma, Uyasei Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Toda rabah, Rabbi.
Toda rabah to all of you.
Lila Tov.
Lila Tov, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
And I will see you again.
Okay.